entrepreneurship. And ultimately, the reason I even got into the whole thing was because I'm a musician, and I was so tired of trading time for money and never being able to spend the time to work on my music that I wanted to, and never having the money to be able to support myself. I was always working a job, trading time for money. So I decided to get into business and learn how to become an entrepreneur. And I know what I've been through. I know the hard times. I know the good times. And Aaron does as well. By the way, I just want to check in again. Thumbs up, Aaron. I'm still coming through good. Sometimes you guys get a little frozen on me. So as long as I'm good, okay, great. So the long story short is we both came up with this vision, and it was a powerful vision of helping people truly get back to their passion. And that's it. And the only way to do that is to live ours out, all out, with our hearts out, and to just go for it. And a leader knows the way, shows the way, goes the way, and grows the way. And I've never been a professional musician at the level of playing on stadiums and big concerts and stuff like that. But watch, I'm going to work on that, and I'm getting towards that, because I finally reached a point in my business where I was able to have that time and financial freedom to be able to be blessed enough to work on that. And the results that we've been seeing with the people who signed up into the race, because ultimately it was a call to action. The real message here was, are you tired of going from business to business to business to business and swinging from tree to tree to tree to tree and never finding the fruit, and trying to find the what, trying to find that product, that service, that business, that coaching program, that mentoring program, that deal that's going to save your life and help you finally get out of the financial labyrinth that you've been stuck in. And then when you get out of that labyrinth, then what does your life look like?
Stay here.
And so that's a big question for a lot of people. And it's been a really fun journey as we have come on board here. And screen's going really funny on me. Is that me, or is that you guys? No? Okay. So anyways, guys, we have put together this program that helps people connect heart to head. And it's not what you do, it's how you show up and how you flow into every single thing that you do, from your private life to your business life. And we had all these people come down, and they have been a part of this race, and the race has been growing. We've been growing our family, and the results that I've been seeing from people on a personal, individual level, seeing people's personal growth, their personal journeys, has been astounding. It's I don't know how to describe, but I have been a part of a lot of different programs, a lot of different personal development programs. And I've been very, very blessed to have a lot of powerful, amazing, intuitive mentors in my life who have been able to lead me and who have been able to guide me and show me. And it's just a blessing to be able to see what the results of people who are in this program have been getting. And instead of me talking about that, we can have some of them talk about some of their experiences, because it really has been an absolute game changer. I'm talking people have gone from version, say I'll just pick on maybe Nancy version 1.0 to Nancy 4.0, from Courtney 1.2 to Courtney 3.5 or 5.0. I don't know. We're just, everyone's evolving, everyone's growing so much. It's such a rapid pace. It's mind-blowing. And so this race, this TV show that we put together is showcasing that. It's showing you, the viewer at home, if you've been hesitant, if you've been skeptical, if you've been looking at things and saying, oh yeah, I know what that is. I promise you, you don't really know until you get through it, and then you finally know. And on the other side of people's fears is where their freedom is often found. And so we've been helping people work through their fears, work through the programs, the stories, the negative belief systems that have been holding them back, and helping them just set their life on fire and live all out passionately, purpose-filled, and meaningfully. And it's been a blessing. So I'm going to pass this back to Aaron, and we can maybe I'd love to have some of our TV participants share some of their stories to me.
Absolutely. First of all, guys, all the leadership here right now, the live on Facebook decided to crash. So there's a new live on Facebook. So take a moment again and go share that live all over the place. Share it to your wall from my wall. So that being said, let's go into some more testimonials here, guys. I really want to have Miriam unmute herself, and I'm looking for a message she sent me recently that I want to touch on, because there's a lot of powerful statements in there from her, and I want to read just the initial one, and then Miriam, I would elaborate. She said that, I would say the greatest aha moment I've had is when I realized that unless I came to love myself, I would never be truly authentic in loving others and would eventually fall short in any venture I undertook. Guys, listen to that. To summarize, unless she learned how to love herself, she was never being authentic, she was never truly loving others, and she was going to basically fail at everything she undertook. That's huge. Miriam, can you elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, I don't know how to get my video to show. I'm not muted, but I don't have a video. Can you hear me?
You're there. I can hear you.
You can hear me.
And I can see you. I can hear you and see you, correct.
Interesting. I can't see myself, but that's probably a good thing. Though I've learned to love seeing myself in the mirror, which is sort of interesting, goes along with everything else. You know, we build stories about ourselves, and then who knows where they start. Sometimes you have to go back and find out where they start. And in this race, I have taken a lot of time and work with the help of my mentors and other people on this race that have really helped me go back and figure out, wow, how did I create that story? And it was just a story that I was telling myself about myself. And the stories were rather awful. And, you know, to the point where I really didn't like myself. And you don't know what an effect stories can have on you, how you're dealing with life. And it was only until I started realizing that those were just stories. I'd made them up. And then I looked for proof that they were true. And I finally started reinventing those stories and saying, wait a minute, that's ridiculous. I'm not stupid. I'm really very smart. You know, I'm a very caring person. I'm a giver. I really love people. And I started really looking for proof that that was true. And in doing so, I started really realizing that, you know, darn it, I'm pretty special. And instead of just focusing on all the things that I didn't care about, didn't like about myself, I started just feeling special about myself. And in doing so, I started being so much more aware of the specialness, how special other people were. And I gave them the space to love me. You know, when you don't love yourself, it's hard to love someone that doesn't love themselves. And so all of a sudden, not only could I feel the love from other people and the support, I could take that and turn it back for them and be able to see who these wonderful people were in my life. So my life has totally changed in that way. I can look at myself in the mirror and get up in the morning and, you know, just really say, you know, thank you, Lord. I'm so grateful for who I am. And I know I'm going to be able to accomplish anything.
That's awesome, Miriam. I've known you for a while, and I remember the old Miriam that was doom and gloom, that was everything came out negatively at first, and you've totally shifted. And guys, this is an exact example of what we talk about. It's not what we do that brings us success. It's not the person that we decide to partner with, whether in a romantic sense or in a business sense, that makes or breaks our success. It is not the exercise program we choose or the nutrition plan we choose that makes or breaks our health and success in health. No matter what it is we do in life, it's never the what. It's how we show up and we flow through the what. And by shifting how you flow, guess what? You shift your results. So rather than continuing in the path that what Einstein says is insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, the key to different results is a different flow, a different you, showing up differently to everything you do and getting a different result. So I want to have one more person pop out here. Lauren, can you unmute yourself?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm not going to really give you any guidance here. I'm going to let you lead yourself through this and share whatever's on your heart tonight.
Well, I can't even begin to tell you how much of a family this is to me. You know, the people that are involved in the race, the home participants, it's just, I don't know that there's anything other than getting married, if there's anything else that has been so special, honestly, than to be a part of this. And, you know, I guess this week I've been focusing a lot on the skill set that I've learned in how to do the whole social media marketing thing and everything. And I'm blown away by the amount I've learned, and I'm blown away by when I've got a question. There's so many people that I can reach out to within no time. I have people come alongside me and help me and walk me through it, and it's just been a real blessing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Lauren. All right, let's dive back in here. Maybe we'll have some more people talk in the end here. But let's dive back into the slides here and get you guys some more info on this. So let's talk about leadership. So one of the things that we teach and one of the things that we live, we walk our talk as a leader knows the way, shows the way, goes the way, and grows the way. So why is this important? Okay, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter whether you work with us or not, or you're just on here to gain some value for your own pursuits, that's awesome. You're welcome. We love that you're here. I want you to look at this and realize that, one, you are a leader now. Okay. Basically, destination thinking makes you say and makes your brain say that one day I will be. When I can do this, I will be. Or you look at others and say, they're a leader. I'm not a leader. Guys, leadership is nothing more than leading yourself. Okay. And to the extent that you've led yourself as of 8:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, you are a leader on Thursday, that is, by the way. So now it's 8:21. You've just led yourself another minute. So you know the way thus far, okay? Now the key is showing the way. You will learn about yourself and learn about the way that you're basically going on your own when you start to show it. When you start to teach it, you learn so much more about yourself and about what you're actually doing. Now, going the way is key too. You know, there's a lot of self-proclaimed influencers out there right now who really the only thing that they know how to do. But I'm not putting them down, guys. I'm just giving you guys context. These are observations in my mind, meaning that I do not have judgments on them or any kind of emotional attachment or saying that they are bad people or wrong. Not doing that whatsoever. I'm just showing you what to look for. So a lot of people out there in this day and age, the only success they've had is selling a system to tell you how to be successful. It's very common right now. It's huge. You can even buy into a system that will allow you to sell a system that tells people how to sell a system on how to be successful. It's kind of funny when you look at it. Now, those people haven't really gone the way. You want to find someone who's gone the way, who has gone to the one. I was on a call with one of the participants today, actually two of them, and she said, one of the things she said about Shane and I is that, like, we've been to the top of the mountain. We've decided to come back down the mountain and help people up. And I thought that was amazing that she said that. I didn't say that. I'm not saying that about myself. This is what one of the participants said about us. And that is congruent with the fact that we go the way. We're not only have gone the way, we're going the way, and we're growing the way. What does that mean? It means that we are also hitting every obstacle head on, and we know that those obstacles are nothing more than ourselves in different forms, whether it be internal expansion that is needed before we can externally expand, or it's a skill set that we need to learn. We need to expand in our skill sets, refine them, polish them, sharpen them. It's about growing the way so you can continue to go the way and you continue to show the way. Okay, so that's very important. You're looking at photos right here of course, Shane and I, and then of the group that is, you know, the TV show participants and some of the home participants, and my beautiful wife and my beautiful daughter and my beautiful son are in this photo here. So up in the right-hand corner. So this is what leadership looks like, guys. These are not just staged photos of people having fun. They're people having fun, okay? They're people enjoying what they do. All right, so I want to talk a little bit. People are always like, well, what is this about? What is it about? Well, Lauren just shared with it what it's about. She basically said that aside from getting married, I'm paraphrasing, but aside from getting married, nothing's felt so good. Nothing's been so rewarding. And it's true, guys, because it's about relationships. The deepest meaning in life is not found in accomplishments. It's found in relationships. And most people will agree with that, even if they're in a state where they feel they need to accomplish something different. Ultimately, what gets them there and what makes it worthwhile is the relationships they found along the way. Okay? So that is huge, guys. Now, I pulled this off of one of our participants' walls. His name is Larry. He is the tallest one in the picture. He's in the back there in a blue shirt. And I saw this on his wall, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. It says, each friend represents a world in us, a world possibly not born until they arrived. Guys, it choked me up now reading this. It choked me up when I pulled it off of his Facebook today because I thought it was such an awesome photo. And, well, it's an awesome photo because this is the group. These are your TV show participants right here in Vegas in the initial filming. This was the backyard of the mansion we were in. And, again, I just got to read that again, guys. Each friend represents a world in us, a world possibly not born until they arrived. The key thing is a world in us. It awakens stuff within us. Relationships are where fulfillment is because it brings us to life, okay? Think about that, guys. And the relationship you have with business, same. The relationship you have with your car, the relationship you have with what you eat, what you do for a living, what you do for exercise, if you do any exercise or lack thereof. It's all relationships. All right, so let's take a peek of what's been going on these last couple months, guys. These are some photos from the times that we've been together and filming. You're looking at us out to dinner up here on the left. It was a great Italian restaurant, yummy food. Just food, folks, and fun, guys. Community is what it's all about. And over here to the right, you see Tina Dodson. She's one of our home participants from the first wave of home participants. Then you see the beautiful Miriam who spoke tonight. You see Lisa Lloyd in the middle. You see Emily, and you see Lauren who also spoke. These are some powerful women, guys, and they're standing on a beach in San Diego, loving life, okay? Now, down on the left, I don't know what we would do without Rob. And I want you guys to, I think you guys who don't know Rob can guess which one I'm talking about. There's going to be some stuff that comes out about Rob from the filming that I cannot share with you guys. Shane and I talked about it in San Diego, and it's going to be so awesome when we finally get to share some of this stuff. So from the TV show, and he's probably going, I wonder what it is. What are they talking about? But this is real, guys. This is candid. This is us having fun. Here's a picture in the middle of us up in the mansion, the beach house rather, in San Diego when we did our last group filming, as well as that final picture is all of us on the stairs of the convention center in San Diego. So it's about having fun. I pulled down 27 pictures today. I was trying to make a huge collage, but it wouldn't let me, it wouldn't automatically make me a collage more than five pictures. So don't think that I had to have trouble finding these. I found a lot more, and maybe we'll be sharing them as we go. But this is what we're about, guys. This is what it is. It's community. It's family. Everybody here is a family. Everybody that comes in is family. Now, if family is a trigger, I know that has triggered people. Guess what? It's not family that triggers you. It's your experience of it. We welcome you into a different experience there, a different flow. You just got to show up. All right, so let's talk about who we are not. Now, why? Most people base their decisions on what they think they know, okay? They take one thing, typically out of context, because they've been triggered, which means they've jumped into their story about what's being talked about. And then they come back into what's being talked about, and they've missed even a few seconds can change the context of something said. Guys, one thing I've learned is that the more I learn, the more there is to learn. There is this vast, never-ending, never ever expanding realm of things that I don't know and things that I don't even know that I don't know, okay? I want you guys to open up to that. If you don't open up to anything else tonight, open up to the fact that what you know is about like this much. I can't squeeze my fingers together enough, okay? What you don't know, you might know things that you don't know, but what you don't know is so vast, and that's where your peace, ease, and freedom is going to be found. That's where your success is going to be found in any facet of life, okay? So let's talk about what we're not. We are not a network marketing company. Now, why did I start with that, and why do I say that? Because everybody thinks we are. I don't know why. I don't know why. And, other than the way people's brains are programmed and what they're used to, we're not a network marketing company, guys. We are a coaching and mentorship company. or if you want to even call us a company. Shane and I don't like the word company for some reason. Maybe my experience of it, or more so, I think it's more congruent to say that we're a vision, we're a mission, we're a movement. Okay, it's about inspiring the world, and so with that, we're not a network marketing company. We're also not company specific. A lot of people say, well, what company is this? Well, it's 7 Day Weekend Mentors, the Race to 100K. Yeah, but what company? What do you mean what company? Well, what company are you guys building? Well, everybody's building different companies. Some people are building the same. Some people are building different ones. Some people bring in the company that they want to build from that, that we vet and we look at and we help them build. We're also bringing in more companies into the mix every day after we vet them and we make sure that they're tried and true, and we make sure that the team is right and that they're going to stand the test of time and the culture is there and everything. So guys, we're not company specific. So when you reach out to somebody or reach back to somebody who's reached out to you and they say, well, what company is this? Guys, and they don't tell you, it's because there's not something to tell. There's so many different things to tell that it doesn't serve you to tell you anything other than the company that you choose will be one that you're fired up about, the one that you're passionate about, the one that you're excited about, because that's what creates success, coming from the inside out, guys, okay? We're not a prepackaged system or program. What does that mean? Well, it basically means that we meet you where you're at, okay? We realize that you guys are individuals. What does that mean? That means that people learn at different levels. People have different levels of skill set. People have different time commitments that basically dictates their time commitment to the program. So everybody learns at a different pace, okay? So therefore, we work with you hand in hand at your pace. Yes, we push you out of your comfort zone into the growth zone, but we also make the best of our knowledge. We don't push you into the pain zone, okay? So we're not prepackaged. We're not a sell you a system and say goodbye company, okay? It doesn't work that way. This is an interactive program, an interactive system. It's not an independent study program. So I'm going to pop this over to Shane and his 2 cents or $2 or $200 on this.
I'm going to give you my $2,000 on this. Am I coming through? You can hear me? Thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, good. So yeah, it's one of the funniest things is oftentimes when you're seeing a webinar like this, it's really easy to say, I know what that is, and get into some sort of subjective story where you write off, what could have potentially been the biggest, most incredible opportunity, challenge, situation in your entire lifetime. And so I would position it to you that it's better to not make assumptions. It's better to just come on board and have a listen to the stories, listen to the hearts of the people who are in here. And if you're one of those people who's really, really skeptical, and you've been maybe rightfully skeptical because maybe some things that you've gotten involved with in the past, maybe some coaching or mentoring programs, maybe didn't work. Maybe you found out that your coach was just a coach who was coached by coaches, who was coached by coaches, and then they'd never really gotten to the top of something. And I'm not trying to knock anybody else down. I'm just saying that maybe you've experienced some things in your life that caused you pain. When it comes to business, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to success. And so what we want to do is show you that, where there's a will, there's a way, and that we are a very different type of program. We are a very different type of coaching, mentoring program. And it's really cool because we're making a TV show out of this. So, I mean, we're not just doing things on one level like you might assume. We're doing things in a very multifaceted, very different, very powerful way to grow business for you, to help you succeed in every single aspect, especially when it comes to kicking butt in your business. So we are not the regular run-of-the-mill type of program. We are not like anything else. We are not like anything you've tried before. So you can't say, I know what that is. All I would suggest is that you stick with us here and follow with what we're going to teach you, because there's some very big nuggets that you're going to get from this webinar alone. And as we have our ongoing series of race webinars, you're going to hear things from contestants. You're going to hear things from people who are in the show that you might not have ever heard from anything else out there anyways. So if you are skeptical, great. It's not a bad thing, but I would ask that you at least keep a very open mind as to what it is that we're doing. So with that, I'll pass back over to you, Aaron.
Awesome. All right. So what makes us different? All right. So one of the things is we build business hand in hand with you. So definitely not a hand up, meaning you do have to show up and you have to reach back. Okay. But it's not just a hand up and then send you on your way. It's hand in hand. We walk you through all the internal and external things that you need to work through and learn and polish and refine in order to be successful. Now, I want to talk about results here for a second. Your current results are the result of how you have showed up and flowed through life, through business, through anything. Let's talk about business right now. Let's talk about finances. Now, I want you guys to take a deep breath because it might trigger you, and I want you to stay as focused as you possibly can. But your current financial state, no matter what it looks like, no matter how much you dislike it or like it, is the result of how you have showed up and flowed through money, through business, through your job, through the financial aspects of your life. It is 100% your responsibility. Now, that might be tough for people to swallow, okay? Some people might come out and start defending well, I'm disabled, or I got screwed, or I got passed over, or I got this, or I got that. Guys, it's still, when you seek the lessons and the blessings in life and you realize that everything happens for you and not to you, you start to realize how, well, wow, you're responsible for your own life. You're responsible for everything. So your current results, especially, most people are not satisfied and happy with their current results. So the fact of the matter is, guys, it has to do with how you've showed up and how you've flowed through what you've been doing. What we do that's different is we teach you how to show up and flow differently. Different flow, different results. Now, I just I promoted one of the home participants panelist because I'm going to unmute her on the spot and have her talk. Becky, are you there? Becky Gabbard?
I'm here. Yes.
All right. Becky, can you share what this means to you? What's different? Whatever's on your mind, on your heart.
I think the enlightenment that is just kind of threaded throughout everything that we do, it kind of focuses in, I can't see me, like in here. Everything that we do focuses within here that flows out. And I've never been a part of anything like that. I mean, I've studied that kind of stuff, and that's kind of who I am, and I work to do that. But to be coached and mentored in that manner is such a blessing. It's just amazing. It's changed who I am, and you talk about the comfort zone, and it just keeps growing. And I feel like mine has just opened up, and I just kind of flow it out. And that's the one thing that for me, it just kind of somehow given me permission or courage or something to flow. And it feels amazing because I feel like I've had stuff I need to share and I just couldn't seem to do it. And now I just let it flow. And that has been life altering. I want to say the nickname or the name, I shared it with you, Aaron, but I got to say this on here. Aaron is the entrepreneur whisperer. I love that. I think that just nails it. And Shane is the energy injector. So they're a great combo, and it just really has I don't know, somehow given me the courage to just let it go and let it flow.
Let it go and let it flow. I love that. So what she was speaking towards, guys, is most people go through life in a reactive way, meaning they're judging things as good, bad, and right and wrong. They're bucketing them. When the bucket of bad and wrong gets too heavy, okay, they say, I don't want this anymore. I'm fed up. I need to figure out what to do to get away from what's bad and wrong and finally get to what's good and right, and then I'll be happy. That's called the reactive flow of consciousness through life. Most people are flowing from the outside in. What we teach is to flow from the inside out, okay? To be responsive to life, which means you're aware, you're mindful, you're looking within your even unconscious where your pattern, where you get triggered and start to blame, start to become reactive, and learn how to respond to life. And that's what she was speaking towards. So thank you for sharing that. And apparently the energy injector, Shane, I'm going to pass this to him, and this is the entrepreneur whisperer pushing you to let the energy injector speak for a second. Thank you for that, Becky.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, thanks. That's an awesome tagline, I guess. The energy injector. So, guys, here's the key: go drink 2 cups of Starbucks every single day, and your business will be on fire. I'm just kidding. You know what the thing is, guys? You just got to get lit up when it comes to, if you want to have energy, if you want to learn how to show up differently. There's some things that I've learned is when you step into personal responsibility. What do I mean by that? Well, everyone talks about going into, oh, you're in a personal development course, or you in personal development, this and that. And I think personal development is great. It's really, really good. Lots of incredible books, from Think and Grow Rich to How to Win Friends and Influence People to the whole Dale Carnegie, all of that stuff, to everything Tony Robbins. And it's, there's so much great personal development out there. But without personal responsibility, and this is where we really dive deep with you to help you understand where you might have been, for lack of better word, just where you've been slipping in personal responsibility, how to step your game up in all the areas of your life, so that you can really show up. Because people often think that it's, this business and work person, they think that they're two different people: work life, personal life. It's not. It's one thing. Your life is one area, and what shows up, there's a saying, how you do one thing is a sign of how you do everything. And that's really true. And so Aaron and I, we really do a deep dive. We're basically going to find out, the last time you picked your nose. I mean, I'm really serious about this. We get in deep with people. We help you track things. We help you become a lot more aware of yourself, and not in a light of to make it wrong, to do anything like that, but to help you see what you're not seeing. See, again, going back to the slide Aaron was talking about earlier about you don't know what you don't know. Well, that's kind of our job. Our job is to help you see the things that are happening in your life and around your life, that you don't really see, to see it finally, and then you can do something. There's 4 levels of learning. There's number 1, when you are I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly without lisping this, unconsciously incompetent, which means you don't know what you don't know. You're not good at it either. Okay. And then there's consciously incompetent, which is where now you are aware of something that needs work. Okay. And then there's where you become consciously competent at it. Okay. Which is, you're good. You're on track. You're making progress. And then ultimately you see people who are great at something, and it's almost like they're just pressing play on a tape recorder. They just seem unconsciously competent. They're so good. It's just, they've reached a level of mastery. But then there's a 5th level, which is actually to go back into being consciously competent, which means always working on it, always progressing, always finding areas where you can grow and improve, and in all areas of your life. It's not just about business. It's not just about what's going on in your bank account. Money is a result. People chase money, but then they don't get the results. If you chase results, you can get the money. And it's not about the money at the end of the day. Money is great to have. It gives you the ability to do things. It gives you time. It gives you freedom. It gives you the ability to make an impact, to make a difference in your life, in your family's life, in your community's life, and in people around the world's life. Absolutely. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But it's about personal responsibility. Okay. For some people, I see people, who go chasing after the money, and maybe they get there to a certain point, but there's incongruencies and inconsistencies in certain areas of their life that cause them to fumble the ball. And then they ultimately crash and burn, or they lose what they had, or they do a giant faceplant in their life. And so through the collective experience of what we help offer people, it's not just about having success only in business. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. It's like what's going on in your marriage, what's going on in your kids' life, what's going on in your relationship, what's going on in all of the areas of your life. They're actually really, really important. And we don't want you to thrive in just one area. We want you to show up and thrive in all areas of your life. This is not, I should have said this, this is not, what we are not is not just about business. We are about all of your life. that is what this is. It's a very all-encompassing type of program, which is also why we've become such an incredible family. I mean, when we're talking about hand-in-hand business, we're having the funnest time ever going through the trenches with people, you know, and just having this incredible journey with every single one of us. And so I hope that injected the energy into here, guys. But you got to understand that, you know, when you're in flow in all areas of your life, wow, it's amazing. Like, it's incredible. The stuff that you can do, the stuff that you can manifest, the relationships you can just draw into your life, the experiences that you can have are going to be so next level. When you get to a place of freedom, when you get to a place of inspiration, when you get to a place of total creativity in abundance, overflowing, and relationships overflowing with goodness and love and joy and peace and meaningfulness and purpose, it's a whole other level. I'm living a life now that at one point, there was no chance I ever even could have imagined that God would have blessed me with such an amazing, abundant life. I literally, I don't know how many years, maybe 10, not even 10 years ago, would have never believed that I could have the freedom that I have right now, that I could have the relationships that I have right now, that I could have the blessings that I've been blessed with right now. And I'm watching all of these people step into a level of abundance in relationships and meaning first that, you know, it almost brings tears to my eyes, to be honest with you, because it's so powerful. So guys, I just want you to understand that we lock arms with people. We, like, you know, if your brother or your sister was doing a business, would you let them fall? No, you're with them 100% of the way. And that's literally what we do.
Boom.
Back to you, Aaron.
That was awesome. All right. Almost done, guys. Stick around for another minute or two here, or 5. All right, so I want, based on what we just talked about too, there's so much that you don't know that you don't know, and Shane also talked about when people come on a webinar and say, I know what this is. Guys, here is the proof that you can't know what this is. There is nobody else who has ever made a TV show around entrepreneurship like this. We are the first ones. With that, we, have had to do things differently. Even ourselves, Shane and I have had to show up and flow differently through business to some degree too, because this is new. All right. Now, the beauty of this being new is I set out to break records. I set out to break, I guess it's more accurate to say I set out to break reality. Okay. I set out to break statistics. Okay, because when somebody tells me, oh, well, that's just the way it is. That's just the way business is. That's the way it's always been. That's the statistics. This many people succeed. 80-20 rule. In any kind of business, any kind of program, across the board, you can see that out of the people that come in, 80% of them are going to quit. They're going to fall off. 20% of those people are going to stick around, and then out of those 20%, 80-20 again will have better success than the other 20. And it keeps going, breaking down 80-20. Well, that was one of the things coming into this project. I'm like, you know what? That's got to be different. It's got to be different. Now, I like to see 100% of people succeed. I have facilitated other programs with thousands of people coming through them that didn't have a TV show attached to it, and I've done it. I've done challenges like this where it's a challenge to get a certain result in a certain amount of time. And I've done it back to back twice with 100% results, because the first time they told me it couldn't be done. And then when I did, they said it was a fluke and that I would have to, it's a fluke. You'll never do it again. I'm like, okay, I'll do it again. I did it 2 times in a row. So back to the 80-20 thing, guys, we've flipped that upside down. Okay. With our program, with the level of success that people have had, with people coming in, we have more than 80% who are sticking around, more than 80% that are getting results, 100% who've made money. I don't think any program out there can say that, okay? Now, money is just a result, guys. It's a utility and a result. Again, your current state with your finances is based on how you've showed up and flowed thus far in that financial aspect of your life. To get new results, different. Now, is also physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's across the board, guys. You've got to be balanced, okay? Let me see if she's on here still. You've heard the other participants share about, oh, I'm not seeing, man, oh man, she's not visible. So maybe she's not here, but I'm going to share about her anyway. So I'm going to stop the share for a second, guys, and then start the share again. And I want you to see something. Can everybody see what I just shared? Give me a thumbs up if you're seeing Nancy, one of our TV show participants. Anybody see that? Did it work, or do I need to reshare again? All right, hold on. Let's do
I
it
see it.
one more time. Okay, well, I stopped it again. So, guys, this is Nancy a few short months ago on the right. And well, if you're looking at it on this side of the screen, and this is Nancy now, okay? She's lost like 34, 35 pounds, but more than that, look at what else she lost. I told her this to her face on a Zoom when I told her exactly what arose when I saw this photo on the right. I said, Nancy, you looked miserable. She did. You looked horrible. I said that straight after her because look at the other photo. She's brighter. She's lighter. She's lighter, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally and spiritually. Everything. She's like completely a different person. Completely a different person. Guys, success is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, everything. It's everything. Okay? Money is a result of how you show up and flow through life. The new result will come when you show up different. This is the prime example, like indisputable proof of somebody who has showed up and flowed through different in life. Do you think that in order to do this, it was only about exercise and nutrition? Absolutely not. She has struggled, okay? She's had breakdowns and she's had massive, massive breakthroughs, guys. Oh, okay, back to the slides before I, okay. So, guys, realize that you need to approach success on every aspect of your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And as you shift doing one thing, you're going to see that it shifts everywhere and your results completely change. And thanks for sharing the tears with me, Miriam. I just saw you wipe your eyes. And I'm not sure where she disappeared to tonight, but we'll have her talk about that on her own next time. But you guys have seen the photos here. And I can't say enough how crazy that photo was. So almost done, guys. The other facet that makes this so different right now, so many people want time freedom to take a vacation. Well, you know what? Before you actually get to the financial freedom, go for 2 to the Caribbean, okay? We're giving that away, all right? You join the race right now as a home participant, as a running mate to one of the TV show participants or one of the home participants who invited you to this webinar. Then you will get in the process of changing your flow, thus changing your results, and also this fall possibly be going to the Caribbean. So, and it's very, very attainable to get here, guys. We did not make this crazy or hard to reach. All right. So that being said, what do you need to do? Well, you need to realize that you don't know what you don't know. Okay. You need to realize that possibly you've been banging your head up against a tree and you have not been able to zoom out to see the forest. That's one of the things we're going to do. You need to work through anything that is triggering you and realize that there's so much more that you don't know. And go to 7dayweekendmentors.com, fill out the questionnaire. You'll see this page. If you look here, you click on coaching, it'll take you to this questionnaire. Start the questionnaire. Once you've done so, we will reach out to you, set up a Zoom, go over all the details, answer any and every question. And if you decide to go forward with us and we decide to go forward with you, we'll get you ready to race. Ultimately, though, guys, all we want to do is make sure that we've left you with a bigger smile on your face than when you came in, or maybe a smile on your face, period, and just with some value. You know, whatever value we can offer, whatever we can give, it's in the giving we receive. We are not attached to nor have any expectations of everybody joining this race, although it would be awesome because we really believe we have something special here. So that being said, I'm going to pass this back to Shane to wrap this up and go. If he unfreezes. Awesome. He's a little frozen right now, the funny look on his face. There he is. I can hear you.
Am I frozen now? Am I working again? Okay, cool.
You're working.
Guys, so we would love to have you. Okay, good. We'd love to have you join the race. We know that it's going to be a game changer for you. It'll be challenging for you. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. And it will be one heck of a lifetime adventure. And that's literally what it is, guys. Your journey into entrepreneurship is a lifetime journey. It's an adventure. And it just keeps getting better and better and better and better. And when you plug in with the right tools, with the right people, the right systems, and you do the right actions and you step into personal responsibility, wow, anything can happen and you can truly accomplish all of your goals and dreams. And ultimately, we want to help you get back to whatever your passion is. So, when you have the time and financial freedom, then what? It's after that matters, so the vehicle of entrepreneurship is a means to an end to another means to an end. And when you understand that, that's when things get really exciting, guys. So it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. So go to 7dayweekendmentors.com. Aaron, maybe you can put that slide up with the website address if they, unless we don't have it today, that's okay. But if you go to 7-day with the number 7,
Did it disappear?
7-day weekend mentors. I'm only seeing the
website.
trip to Caribbean. Maybe
Are you
wanna
looking
go
on
there.
Facebook or are you looking on the Zoom? Because it's up on the Zoom, but on Facebook, it's still.
Oh, weird. Yeah,
Huh.
I'm looking at the Zoom one. But yeah. Well, regardless, go to 7-day weekend.
Let me
mentors,
reshare.
guys. And what you're gonna do is click. Okay. Try
How about
again.
now?
Well, now I see you. Oh, let's see.
Now?
It's still sharing. It might be in my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi connection's a little slow.
Any of the panelists, can you guys see the slide?
Regardless, guys. No, we see spinning.
It could
Aaron, you
be
can
my-
do it.
my-
It's okay.
my bandwidth.
Guys, go to. Uh-oh.
Can you guys hear me? Shane's frozen
Yeah,
with a big
no,
smile on his face.
I can. I'm not frozen. Can you? Am I frozen or are you frozen?
I don't know.
I think you're frozen. Because I can see everybody else moving. Can you guys see me? Courtney, give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. She can. Okay, good. Then I'm just gonna go ahead, guys. Go to 7dayweekendmentors.com. Click on coaching. Fill out the questionnaire. I want you to take your time filling out the questionnaire because it's important. Those questions should have good answers. Take your time. Be descriptive. Get into it. Meditate on it. Really be thorough. It's important, okay? Because once you fill out the questionnaire, as long as you qualify, we will reach out to you and help you get started with us. We don't let anybody, just anybody, enter the race. For example, if you give us nothing but one-word answers on your questionnaire, we're not going to call back. We won't. It's just not worth our time because you didn't take the time to fill out the questionnaire. So why should we take the time to call you? Okay, so fill out the questionnaire. I wasn't just waving, there was a fly here. So fill out the questionnaire, and again, we really look forward to hearing your results, to reaching out to you, to connecting with you, and to helping you get started on the race to your success. And if you guys have any questions at all, if you are skeptical, if you have any doubts, whatever, reach out to the person who invited you to this webinar, or reach out to Aaron and I, and we will answer your questions. And again, give you some pointers in the right direction. We are here to add value to you. We are not here to take anything from you. We are here to give to you completely. So go to 7dayweekendmentors.com, fill out the questionnaire, and we will reach out to you. And other than that, one thing I did want to say was when Aaron was talking about the 80-20% thing, what I love about what we've created is we've literally flipped that 80-20 on its head with our program. And I just want to let you know that, you know, if because I'm probably just like you. I've probably tried a bunch of different things out there, and then finally I was like, let's just make what we need. And Aaron was feeling the same way, because if you're anything like any of us, you've tried a bunch of different things out there to try to get your results going, and you've maybe tried a bunch of programs that you thought were going to be the thing. And Aaron and I, we realized that there was a reason why him and I had so much success in all the businesses that we did. And so we put our brains together to figure it out, put something together that was the answer for the problem that, like, most people, I'd say the 80% are facing. Okay, so go to 7-Day Weekend Mentors, fill out the questionnaire, and ready to work with you.
I believe the slide should be visible now, right? Yeah, cool.
It's
Good.
there right now, yeah.
Just, you know, the internet's going to have
Cool.
to catch up to the power of the 7-Day Weekend Mentors and the race to 100K. That's just what it's about. We're just, you guys will learn. I joke about that, but you guys are going to learn about how much you actually affect technology and your energy and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of truth to that too. So anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll see you guys here again on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more value, more insights, more testimonial results, all that good stuff. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.